Hello everyone, Mark McElroy from Patriot Electronic Security Systems here. Today we have a real hot button issue in the alarm industry that we're going to talk about, and that is, should you monitor your security alarm system yourself? Now, a lot of you might not even know what I mean when I say monitor your security alarm system yourself. Well, there's a very good reason why you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Because the source where most of you get your information about security systems would rather shoot themselves in the foot than mention this topic to you. People get the information they know about security systems from security alarm dealers. Be it talking to a dealer one-on-one or viewing a dealer's video on YouTube, like you're doing now, your information about security systems usually comes from someone in the business. Now, here is the part of the video where some of the security system dealers out there watching this video are going to cringe as I talk, because some of them are under the archaic belief that what I'm about to say is some sort of trade secret. So dealers, brace yourself. Here it goes. Security alarm companies generally do not make money selling alarm systems. They make their money selling security alarm monitoring. There. It's out there. And as far as those dealers cringing now, relax. It's not a secret, and it hasn't been since the internet went public over 25 years ago. So it's no surprise that when we debate about the pros and cons of monitoring your own alarm system, alarm dealers vigorously argue against the concept. Now, before I throw my 2 cents in on the matter, let me just explain to you what security alarm self-monitoring is. Self-monitoring is when a customer chooses to monitor their security system themselves instead of having a professional central station monitor it. The system sends an alarm event to the customer directly, usually in the form of an email or more preferably a text message. Now, this argument is only for residential burglar alarms. No one should seriously consider self-monitoring a commercial alarm for their business. Chances are the fire department and your insurance company aren't going to let you get away with it anyway. So now that we know what self-monitoring is, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of the topic as I see them. We'll first start with the pros. The advantages of monitoring your security system yourself are: 1, it's cheaper. It saves you money. Anywhere from $360 to as much as $720 a year, depending on the level of monitoring you have. So the savings can be significant. And 2, you may be less likely to have the police and or fire department dispatched in the event of a false alarm, which can save you even more money, because many, if not most, municipalities are now fining the homeowner or renters for responding to excessive false alarms. And there are a wide range that these fines fall into. They can be anywhere from $50 to as high as, believe it or not, $3,000. That's right, Fairfax County, Virginia. Check it out on their website. Now, I don't know of any municipality here in Westchester County, New York, where the fines get that high. And even in Fairfax, Virginia, the fines only reach that level after your 25th false alarm in a 12-month period. But the bottom line is the false alarm fines are a factor. Now, before I go into the cons of monitoring your own security system, let me tell you my stance on the topic now, because the information to follow I'll use to support my opinion. I'm a security alarm dealer, so naturally I'm going to recommend that you don't self-monitor your security system. And yes, if you did, it would certainly cut into my bottom line. Now, with that said, let me present to you the typical arguments that one hears in the industry against self-monitoring, and the one argument of mine that I have never heard anyone else mention. When you self-monitor your security system in exchange for saving the cost of monthly monitoring, you are accepting responsibility for receiving and reacting to every event your security system transmits. Now ask yourself this: in the course of your day, are you available to read each and every text message that you receive as soon as it comes in? Have you ever missed a text come in and not notice it until a half hour or an hour later? Have you ever had to put your phone on silent because you have a meeting to attend? Sure, it happens all the time. There are just certain times we cannot jump on a text as soon as it comes in. And it's easy to say that we're going to be more proactive about monitoring our text message or our email or our cell phone's incoming calls when we start to self-monitor our security system. And you probably will for the first 2 or 3 weeks. But then as life goes on and you receive several thousand text messages from everybody but your security system, after a while you're going to return to a less heightened state of alert to your cell phone. Remember, when your security alarm goes off, time is of the essence. If you notice the alert an hour after it was transmitted to you, you might as well not have noticed it at all. The next argument against self-monitoring is, what if you're actually part of the emergency? If instead of being away from the house at the time of a burglary, you were actually home. This is usually referred to as a home invasion. What good is the alarm going off? Or are you getting to a panic button if all the system is going to do is send you a text message? Furthermore, if your security system also has fire, smoke, and carbon monoxide protection, and you are home during one of those emergencies, the fact that the system sends you a text message may not do you a bit of good if you are already trapped by flames or incapacitated by smoke or carbon monoxide. And finally, for the point that I never hear mentioned, what if you yourself are not home, but your pet, or worse yet, a family member is, and there is a smoke or carbon monoxide event? You have to ask yourself, do you want to accept the responsibility for being at the ready in front of your cell phone, prepared to respond when the event occurs? Remember, you can't miss the text. You can't be distracted. You need to be able to drop everything at any given moment and deal with the situation. Do you call home first, or do you call the emergency responders? Are you going to be able to keep a cool head through the entire ordeal? And if something did happen and you did miss the text and there was a delay in your response, are you going to be able to come to terms with the consequences? As you could see, there's a lot more to monitoring a security system than finances. And I have to say, it kind of irks me a little when I see these internet-based do-it-yourself alarm companies out there posting YouTube videos marginalizing central station monitoring. Their videos are actually trying to pass it off as some type of hassle and unnecessary expense. And they're trying to convince you that self-monitoring is just as reliable and hassle-free. Well, being a slave to your cell phone every minute of every day isn't exactly what I call hassle-free. And I ask these companies, if self-monitoring was just as reliable, why can't you install their system in a commercial application and get your insurance company and the fire department to approve it? Oh, and as far as you residential customers out there, you know that discount you get for your homeowner's insurance for having a monitored security system installed in your house? Well, you won't be getting that either with self-monitoring security systems. And why not, you ask? Because your insurance company and the fire department know that self-monitoring is not as reliable as central station monitoring. Now, I do want to say that there are quite a few internet-based do-it-yourself alarm companies out there that do offer central station monitoring, at least as an option. And my frustrations aren't directed at them because they do not try to convince people that central station monitoring is a waste of money. But as far as those other companies out there who are trying to pass off self-monitoring as reliable as a central station, if any of you would like to debate this topic with me on a live stream YouTube event, gentlemen, you know where I am.